morning, or depending when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always told, out of Voice of Radio. So today we need to take a look at all of the secret rares from Paradise Dragona. The set is now out over in Japan, which means we know all the secret rares, and that's a very big deal. Oh, and of course, remember, it's Paradise Dragona over in Japan. Over in the West, these cards are all going to be in Surging Sparks. We're going to get a bunch more as well, but these cards are going to be in Surging Sparks. And frankly, if I may say so, I think they're worth getting a little bit excited about. So starting off then with all of the illustration rares, we've got ourselves Execute. It's lovely. It's just a bunch of Execute kind of sitting around on a basketball court doing their thing. Does have the same artist as the Alolan Executor Special Illustration Rare, which is also on presumably the same basketball court, and I love when Pokemon do this. It's a lovely touch. We've got ourselves a Shinotic here, which, it's alright. If you're into Shinotic, this card probably looks amazing. If you're not, it probably doesn't, and that's okay. We've got Sunny Form, Cast Form here, and I adore this. Because it's another one of those that goes, look, I know this card is Sunny Form, Cast Form, right? But let's face it, we've got a bunch of other Cast Form. Let's just go and use them all. And you know what? Yeah. Anytime Pokemon go and do this in their artwork, I think it's lovely. I think it's a wonderful idea. And I could not be much more of a fan of it. So this makes me very, very happy indeed. We've got ourselves Bruxish by Mitsuhiro Arita, which is, you know, it's Arita, right? Means the art's amazing. We're all a very big fan. We've got ourselves a Titan, which, I mean, look, I told you this when we saw the card first time round, but let me tell you again, Random Wailmer. There's actually 3 of them if you look closely. Why are there 3 Random Wailmer? I don't really know. And I don't really care, because there are, and it's lovely. The card's terrible, takes 30 less from attacks, 4 energy, 150. The card's terrible. That's not the point. I love this artwork. Now, Latios is a very lovely card, and it's my chase here, because of course, it's got artwork by Okacheke. And Okacheke is my favourite artist, as I've told you guys many times at this point. I'm a huge Okacheke fan. So, yeah, this is kind of amazing. And, of course, if we put it with a Latias EX, we've got joining pictures. It's not just like with the Executor and the Execute, where they're same artist, same kind of deal. This is literally one picture cut in 2 for the 2 cards, which means I need to get both of these cards. Let's hope the Latias isn't too expensive. We've got ourselves Vibrava, which I don't understand why I love this art so much. Toriyufu here has done a wonderful job. It's not normally my style of art that I love, but it's just phenomenal and I love it. And I'm a gigantic fan, and that's about the most I can tell you. We've got Clobopus, and this is special, right? Because Clobopus is by Uzgama, who's only done 1 card previously, and that was in Paldean Fates, and I was starting to worry like that was a one-off and we'd never see another. Now we've got more, and there's a bunch of them, and they're all running around breaking stuff, and I adore this. This makes me happy. We've got Skarmory by Takumi Wada, and, you know, Skarmory. Skarmory's awesome. Well, the art is. I'm not really a big Skarmory fan. The card's kind of terrible, but the art by Wada is amazing. Wada's doing more and more art here, the Zelda artists, as they're often known. I love that this is happening. We've got ourselves Flapple. I adore Flapple as a card. Single energy, 20 damage for each damage counter on the defending Pokemon. That is going to add up very quickly. Love Flapple. Flapple's amazing. And then we've got Appleton with Minaminami Take, who is quickly becoming one of my favourite Pokemon TCG artists. And this one, again, is just a phenomenal card. I am a gigantic fan. And then, of course, we got ourselves Braviary, which is cool. Not a good card playability-wise, not pretending it is. But we do have ourselves just phenomenal artwork here. And you know what? That makes me pretty gosh darn happy. So yay! Now that's what we've got in terms of illustration rares, but obviously we've got a whole bunch of full art Pokemon coming in here as well. Some of which have special illustration rares, and some of which don't. So we've got ourselves Black Kyurem EX, which does get a full art, but unfortunately does not get a special illustration rare. And it's also got a really nice attack, 3 colourless energy, 90 damage, and automatic paralysis on dragon Pokemon. This is one I've very much got my eye on. Latias gets a full art, but also gets a special illustration rare. That's one I showed you earlier. And given that Latias is Baby Daisy's spirit Pokemon, although Baby Daisy is now 6, which is a bit terrifying, and given that this is Okacheke artwork, I think it's fair to say that this is going to be my chase card for the set. This is the card I most want to pull when I open a booster pack. We've got ourselves Flygon. Does not get a special illustration rare, just gets a full art, but it's Flygon. Come on, everyone loves Flygon. We've got Archaladon, who gets both a full art and a special illustration rare. But like I showed you previously, and a lot of people have agreed with me on this one, it doesn't really feel like a special illustration rare. The style is a bit strange, but that doesn't mean it's not absolutely lovely. I, for one, think that this is absolutely lovely. So yay! Plus, Archaladon's got an ability to let you attach 2 metal energy from your discard to your metal Pokemon, or one of your metal Pokemon, when you evolve into it. So you can essentially use this as a pseudo single energy 220 attacker, 300 HP, and it has no weakness after you attack. I'm just saying, I think Archaladon could end up being legit. Now, Alolan Executor, we have got ourselves a full art and a special illustration rare. One of the first, well, the first one we saw from the set. And, like I said, it matches the Execute. You're running around on a basketball court. It is absolutely lovely. Big fan of this card. Like it very much indeed. I'd rather pull the Latias, let's be clear, but this is cool. Plus, we got a really nice attack for free energy, whereby you flip a coin, and if heads, you KO your opponent's active if it's a basic, and if tails, you get to KO a basic Pokemon on your opponent's bench. Love it. Big fan. And then we've got Cyclizar, who doesn't get a special illustration rare, just gets a full art, but free energy, and you do 180, and you don't have to, but if you want to, you can draw 5 cards. I mean, come on, ladies and gentlemen, that seems pretty gosh darn good to me. This is one that I've absolutely got my eye on. Now, in terms of supporter cards, we've got 4 supporters. All of them get full arts, and 2 of them get special illustration rares. So starting off with Drayton then, this is one of the ones that does get a special illustration rare. This is the special illustration rare we were waiting for, the one that was not revealed prior to the release of the set. Wow, we've got it now, and it's honestly kind of lovely. Sitting having some snacks, trying to figure out if those cookies are nutritious enough. I love this. I think this is awesome. It's not my favourite special illustration rare, but I think the art here is stunning, and I like it very much indeed. We've got ourselves Surfer, who does get a full art, doesn't get a special illustration rare. Let's be honest, generic trainer class. The odds were against it. But we do have a rather lovely full art, and look, if you were in the World Championships in Hawaii a few weeks ago, this is actually a card which is probably going to evoke some memories, and even though it's full art Surfer, I can imagine a bunch of people wanting this because of leftover good memories from the World Championships. Drasna unfortunately just gets a full art, but, you know, this is the first time Drasna's ever had a card, so getting a full art as well is quite cool. It's the one I showed you the other day. And then we've got Lizia, who, as I've previously shown you, gets both a full art and a special illustration rare. Come on, ladies and gentlemen, it's Lizia. Obviously, we were going to get a full art and a special illustration rare. This was not surprising. I've actually shown you both of these already, but I do think it's kind of worth having a quick look at them again. I like the full art. The full art is lovely. But oh my word, the special illustration rare is absolutely special. Make no mistake about it, this special illustration rare Lizia is going to be the chase card from the set. Showed you a video telling you that the other day. Nothing has come along to change my mind since. And then, of course, we've got the gold card, starting off with Alolan Executor to go with your full art and your special illustration rare. Same art as the full art, just, all goldified. We've then got ourselves Counter Gain, which is making a comeback in this set. We're getting a reprint of Counter Gain, and that means apparently we get a gold version of Counter Gain as well. And look, we did get a gold Counter Gain back in Lost Thunder, so it's up to you which of the two gold ones you prefer. But it's a great card that reduces your attack cost by 1, as long as it's attached to a Pokemon and you've got more prize cards remaining. But the reality here is this is just a very cool card and I like it very much indeed, and yay! Go team! And then that just leaves us one more gold card, which is Jet Energy. And you know what? Jet Energy is a very good card. Came out in Paldea Evolved. When you attach it to the Pokemon, lets you jump into the active. Really good card. Sees a huge amount of play. And now we got a fancy gold version of it. And look, we know it's a great card. We know it sees play. We don't have a gold version of Jet Energy yet. Now we do. I assure you, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be one that a lot of people are after. And there we go. That is all of your secret rares coming along in this particular set. For me, it's obviously the Okacheke Latias is the big one for me here, but the Lizia is absolutely stunning, and we've got some of these illustration rares, like your Appleton, for instance, that I just absolutely adore as well, and that's the Titan. I don't like the card, I don't like the Titan as a Pokemon, but oh my word, I absolutely do like this artwork. But I've told you all that now, so now it's over to you guys. Tell me which of these cards you're excited about. Tell me what your chase is for the set. Go nuts in the comment section, but be nice! And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWasi. That's where we talk about Pokemon and a whole bunch of other card games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts, join a Discord, and all kinds of fun things. And get shout-outs on the channel like the lovely Chelsea Rose, who's been a supporter of ours for a while now and is a very lovely person. So shout-out to them for the support and the loveliness. But by far the most important thing as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross and you've been watching PTCG Radio.